What's up, guys? Welcome back to Geekly Goods. This is your guy Stu with a StuView review of Ad Astra. That's right, the sci-fi epic, I guess we're gonna call it, starring Brad Pitt, is coming out this week. And I couldn't be more excited about it. I saw it the other day and I got all the details, all the down low, so you know what to expect going into it. All right, so first of all, this is a sci-fi movie. I do not mean a sci-fi fantasy. I do not mean a sci-fi space opera. This is science, emphasis on science fiction. All right, so just keep that in mind. So first of all, let's talk about Brad Pitt. Obviously, he is the name of this movie. I think he's producing it, he's starring in it, and I have to say, this is one of Brad Pitt's finest performances. I can't remember a movie since probably Fight Club where he really stood out and said, I am an actor, not just a cool guy who happens to be hot on camera, right? Like we saw him earlier this year in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he is the normal cool Brad Pitt. Takes his shirt off. He's got the look. He's got the attitude. This isn't that Brad Pitt. Not to say he isn't freaking gorgeous. I am a straight man, and I can. Come on. I mean, I can admit that. But he's actually really diving into a character. There's ups and downs. He's very stoic, but he also shows a huge amount of range, and the range is really shown off further by his stoicism throughout the movie. So I give him an A+ across the board. If he doesn't get an Oscar nomination, I don't know. I'll eat my hat. I don't know. There's whatever bet you want to make. I give you the Geekly Goods guarantee. He is getting an Oscar nom. Will he win? I don't know. I haven't seen all the movies yet. More to come on that. All right. The next star of this movie is the cinematography. This is a gorgeous movie. Hoyt van Hoytema, you've probably heard his name a couple times if you're familiar with the awards circuits. He is at the top of his game. This is a stunning, beautiful, gorgeous space scenery movie. Everything from different planets that we don't actually see, to space stations, to these epic long shots of people floating in space. It's amazing, it's gorgeous, it's really well done. I have to say, from a craftsmanship point of view, again, he's gonna get an Oscar nom. Geekly Goods guarantee. Put the stamp on it. But here's where it gets a little funny. It's a slow movie. All right. So what I mean by that, and I don't want to give any spoilers away here because it's a nice little story. But this is not Gravity. This is not Interstellar. This is not a story-driven movie per se. This is a character-driven movie. So when we're talking about this gorgeous cinematography and this amazing acting job by Brad Pitt, I'm not talking about the driving story points and the tension and the thrills. That's not what this is. This is a 70s sci-fi movie that honestly, and I mean this in the nicest way, I'm not trying to be condescending or anything like that. The average audience is not going to enjoy this movie. I believe Rotten Tomatoes has this somewhere around an 85 right now. Might be an 84, I'm not sure. It's slow, it's a little plotting. The action scenes, if you will, don't have the consequence that a normal movie would have. This is not a Hollywood blockbuster, right? Even though the trailers have shown you a lot of action and a lot of things happening, they are there. But let's be real, this is not, again, it's not Gravity, it's not Interstellar, this isn't a edge-of-your-seat thriller. The other thing I want to say is, again, this is kind of, going back to the 70s movie of it all, this reminded me a ton of Apocalypse Now in 2001. It evokes a very Heart of Darkness thing. It's a man on a mission, chasing a ghost, and things happen to him along the way. Notice I said things happen to him along the way because that's how it feels. He's just kind of floating through this, no pun intended, and he gets into situations. It's tough to talk about in a weird way without spoiling anything, but be prepared for 2+ hours of slow, gorgeous cinematography, scenes that Brad Pitt is just chewing on as an actor, and just really enjoy that ride, but don't be expecting an edge of your seat gripping thriller. It's just not going to happen. Now, I will also say the downside of this is the story. I could have used a little bit more, a bit more stakes. This is a really great movie. It could be one of the top movies ever if that story was there. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That's what I'll say. Now for my overall ranking, I've gone back and forth. Walking out of the theater, 7 out of 10. But given a little more time and thinking about the music, the score, kind of, and the cinematography, the acting, kind of what they're saying with this movie, I go to a 7.5, leaning towards an 8. It's a hard one to score because when I say just pure enjoyment, it's not an 8. But the artistry, the craftsmanship, the cinematography, all that stuff, it's elevated. It's an art movie wrapped in a sci-fi movie, is what I'll say. So my overall is a strong 7.5. Again, I don't think the average audience is going to enjoy this, but 7.5 for me. Yeah, we'll see. But that's basically it. Let me know how you feel about Ad Astra. Hit us up in the comments. As always, like, subscribe, let us know. We love you guys. We love to hear from you. So let us know. And as always, it's Geekly Goods, y'all.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and follow Geekly Goods on all social media platforms, and grab something from our store. We take $1 of every purchase and donate it to arts education to keep arts in the classrooms. We'll see you next time.